think it's important, especially nowadays. You can't kind of just lay on the past. You kind of just have to move with things, and the younger generation have to be encouraged more. You don't want your children to be brought up with things happening, what had happened in the past. Grow up in unison, I think. This is something I've discussed with my daughter. She mentioned in the car she's not going to use her vote. So we spoke about the suffragettes. I thought people died almost to achieve the vote, and especially as a woman, if you're not going to use it, what was it all about really? You have to build a better future, not to sound cheesy, but you do. You have to build a better future, if not for us, for our children.
I'm happy with my own leader, and I would say if she gets a chance, there's every way that she'll do her best. Really, if they don't use their vote, it's just as bad as it's not if the person not getting in. They give you a chance. If they didn't get a vote, they would say, "Oh, why didn't I?" And maybe there's people who didn't get a vote would be glad of one today, wouldn't they? I'd just say, get out and vote and use your vote.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to get nothing. No matter what party gets in, if you don't vote, you're not going to have a say. Well, the Assembly's important. Simple reason being, the government across the water doesn't know what's going on over here. Only the people over here know what's going on. Yeah, I've got no problem with that. I don't see why a woman shouldn't be First Minister.
I'd like to see, well, as a young person myself, I'd like to see maybe a greater voice for young people in the next Assembly, maybe younger candidates and stuff, because a lot of people sometimes would say that you always get a better turnout from older generations, whereas people like myself, I know a lot of my friends wouldn't vote and they don't feel it's worthwhile, so maybe for the voice of the younger people to be heard better. I think it would have to be a gradual process, can't be extreme where you're just going to dump all the old and bring in the new, but I definitely think that in order to progress to the future, have to bring the future into Parliament now. That a lot of the time so much stuck on the past, and I think fresh youthful faces is what wants to move the country forward, and I think that's the best way to do so.
Well, to put the way I want to vote. I'm certainly not going to vote SDLP or any of them parties of Money United Ireland without any explanations to what they want.